Josh, this is Kona. He's a 2-year-old black lab mix. Not his first home. The first home he was in said he kept jumping the fence. Although with his current home, he hasn't jumped their fence yet, but they have a whole other list of issues. Most concerning is the nipping. He's very friendly. He's never sent anybody to the hospital, but he nips, like demanding nips, her and her kids, to the point of ripping clothing and leaving bruises. Barking. Lots of barking from my car when he sees dogs, lunging, jumping, not listening at all. I did get him to sit for a half a second, and that was about it. Huh?
He does this at home.
He does this at home, yeah. Very demanding. And at drop-off, it was very chaotic. She barely could hold on to the leash. He was jumping at me the entire time. And it was also a struggle getting him into the car. And on the walk, he pulls as a baseline really hard, but if he sees a dog, she said, you better hold on for dear life, because he wants to run up to that dog.
Can you get yourself? Kona. Hello. Kona. Come here. Kona. Come here, Kona. Kona, come here. Come. Kona. Come here. Come here, Kona. Come here. Come here, Kona. Kona. Come here. Good. Good. Good job. Good.
So basically, I don't know if you can hear me. Do you want me to take the mic?
Sure. Can you catch?
No. No.
I'm gonna know the rap. No?
Yeah. So basically what we've started with, well, the first thing that Josh did was we had to stop that barking and whining. So that was where e-collar came in, paired with a no or a shush. Once the barking and whining stopped, we let him wander around our training room, and we start with a recall. We need a recall for so many reasons, but that is the first thing the dogs learn is the recall. And then by default, they learn the stay, because what happens is once we get the dog to us via the recall, every time they walk away, it starts over again. So they end up learning to stay. So recall and stay are two things that they learn on day one. They'll also learn the release, which is break, which I don't think he knows because his owners have never been able to release him from a command because he wouldn't hold a command at all to begin with. So he's actually learning 3 things: recall, stay, and release. That is the foundation of our entire program. So once we get that first rep, Josh will start opening up doors, giving him opportunities, and we'll continue the recall until we feel like he really has a good understanding. We'll let him outside. We'll introduce him to some dogs.
Okay, Kona. Come.
There's the verbal paired with the beep, and then you'll see Josh continue with the rep until he has commitment right in front of him with the stay. Right there. Bam. He gets a thumbs up. He gets a good boy. He gets praise. He does know sit, although he does not stay. And I witnessed that firsthand when I was trying to take his picture. Josh is doing all kinds of tests, temperament tests, basically touching him. You know, we don't advise anyone to do this at home with a dog they just met, but we're touching his paws, we're touching his back end, we're just trying to see what is his reaction when we do these things.
Crazy boy, huh?
Crazy. Like, she filled out the form and I, for some reason, like, just got really busy and didn't write back right away. And she actually wrote back saying, like, we just want to make sure you got it. We want to get him on your schedule ASAP. And this was months ago and she's been counting the days.
Well, I believe that, yeah.
See what he's doing. He's very stiff.
Very.
So, you know, although he's probably a very nice dog, it's Kona's world and we're just living in it and he does not listen. He loves you, but he's not going to listen to you. And that's why he's here. The nipping was the most concerning. I mean, he's putting bruises on his family members, ripping clothing, and dragging people down the street.
That's very good. Break. Break.
So if he won't release, we'll just do pressure until he releases.
Good boy. Good boy. That's a good doggy. There we go. Good dog. Good boy.
Right now, he's getting a lesson on yielding to leash pressure instead of resisting it. So I think for 2 years, he's probably learned to resist leash pressure. So if he's walking, he's pulling. His owner tries to get him in the car, he backs away. You know, any leash pressure, he's probably trained unintentionally to do the opposite. And what Josh is teaching him now is reverse. When you feel leash pressure, give into it, don't do the opposite.
Good boy. Good boy. He's nippy, isn't he?
He's very nippy.
See him thinking
Yes,
about
he's very nippy, and that's dangerous.
He's thinking
He's
about
putting bruises on his family members. Thank God it hasn't seriously injured anybody. I think there was another thing that really concerned me. I'm going to pull it up. Like, really concerning. He drags her 6-year-old son across the lawn.
like when it's walking?
Yes.
When they're walking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, literally. He also steals toys and will not drop them. But the dragging and the nipping, that was what concerned me most.
I think you made a good call.
Lots of jumping, pulling hard. Fall off a dog. Nice work.
Good job. Stay.
It's not easy. Especially when he used to bark his head off at dogs.
Stay. Good. Break.
Wow.
Break. Kona, break. Good boy. Ready, break.
Freddie wants in on the action.
Come.
Look at what he learned on day one. That's unbelievable.